name of the Lord say amen. It's just good to be in the house of the Lord one more time. Anybody? I can't even, that's all right though. It's just a good time. I don't think we realize the greatness of our God. Maybe then we wouldn't be so quick to succumb to the outward pressures of being in these clay pots. I want to ask all of you to listen to the word. It will help you understand maybe why things happen. Now, don't blame it on God if you're circumstances. But we have to realize that Jesus said, if, now that is a conditional statement, if you live godly, the book says you shall be persecuted. The bottom line, can you hang with it? Everybody want everything sweet, don't they? I can't promise you that, babies. But I can promise you that God will deliver you from it all. You remember when the book said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them from them all. I think it's around Psalm 34 or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it'd be a good thing for you to look up. We've been on the journey this whole time. Want to keep you on that so we can start focusing on what is real and what is not real. See, this world is truly a fantasy. In the natural now, those who live under the S-U-N. Very important we start that because we will start our journey this week in the book of Ecclesiastes. I'll tell you the chapters and you just get ready. This whole series, what God has had me on, he told us to be accountable to him. I know a lot of times folks don't like that. But see, when you're accountable to God, you do not mind being accountable one to another. Why? Because you love one another. Isn't that what he said do? And everything we do it with honesty and credibility. Then he told us to grow in grace. Now, we found out last week that means favor. We ought to grow in the favor of God, and as long as we have his favor, it guides us to what is known as remembrance of the Lord. That's what we're going to talk about. The remembrance of the Lord will lead us. Now, understand what the word is saying. Lead us to be the blessed of the Lord. Too many times, we don't remember how God delivered us the first time. If he did it once, he'll do it again. How do I know? Because he did it for me. Nobody can take that from me. I know the word is true because I heard it in my own spirit. We're going to talk about remembrance. What does that really mean? He tells us in his word to bring me to remembrance as to what I told you. Now, the bottom line is, have you read it? That's his word. And see, too many times we think the world, this fantasy land, can do so much for us. Now, I tell you, here again, I can't talk about you, but I can talk about me. The church coming later. I'm going to play pro football. I'm going to do my thing. You know, I got the guns. I got, Cleveland talking to me. I got the Jets talking to me. I got a whole lot of folks talking to me, but they didn't tell me I'd blow my knee up. See, those things happen. But God says no matter what happens to you, I'm not going to leave you nor forsake you. Even if it's your time to come home, you know where you're going with me. Now, what I want to do is talk to all of us. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. We're going to run through these rather hurriedly because I want to get us to the point that we live as blessed children of God. Doesn't matter what happens to you, you still blessed. I said, no, I don't care what it is. You are still blessed. You are still favored. But I got to get the word today. It says 12:1. I wish all of us had it. I wish I had it, but I can't go back. But that's all right too, because he said, as long as I accept Jesus, he would restore the years that the locusts have eaten. And so we don't have to worry about that. He said, remember now, don't wait till later, thy creator, Elohim, in the days of thy youth. It would have been a whole lot of less hurt in many of our lives if we'd have just listened to what mama, daddy, or somebody who was trying to tell you about Jesus. But you thought you had it all together. While the evil days come not. You see, we know the day of the Lord is coming now. You don't have to worry about it because God ain't mad at you, but those that don't want to do what he said, he got an issue with them. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. In other words, etymology, that means as you're getting old, sometimes you can't do for God what you could have done when you're young. I don't want nobody to get upset with me because I understand that. And see, what happens is all those other folks that you hung with and told you, I got your back. You don't have to worry about me, man. I'm going to be there for you. And when the real deal came down, you ain't seen nobody. Oh, baby, I love you. I just love you. I ain't going to leave you soon. That blessing comes. They don't want the responsibility. But God said, now wait a minute. Hebrews 6 and verse 10. See, I want you to underline this now, and you should start remembrance. Bring these things to his remembrance. I got to give you a few things you can tell God when you get a chance, see. You don't mind you talking to him and telling him, but we're going to show you in the book. Hebrews 6 and verse 10, it says, for God, Elohim, is not unrighteous. Why? To forget your work and labor of love which you have shown toward his name. Isn't that awesome? He don't forget. He don't forget your good works. But he said, now don't get to tripping on me now. You know in the word over there, I said, let your light shine. Anybody read the Bible? Before men so that they will see your what? Good works, but who them works going to glorify? Your Father in heaven. In other words, you become his letter, his epistle, written, oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus, in that you have ministered. But I thought y'all just was, no, you are too. And here's the thing, God's so loving, have ministered to the saints. And do ministry. You don't quit. You do it. You know that they sang that song, everybody, oh, my labor is not in vain. Well, come and do Bible. Oh, I'm too busy. You ever seen folks? Oh, they'll fall out. Oh, my labor is not in vain. And they'll just fall out and get all happy. But when they're asked to do some labor, they never have time. I know nobody's not like that in here. You know, we are, when God calls us, we get on the job. Ecclesiastes 5. Now this is under the S-U-N now. Don't, at the etymology you can leave it back. Behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink and to enjoy the good of all his what? Labor. Even in the natural. I have to go there. We do things because God supernaturally gives us the power. In other words, that's why you can read that verse, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. No matter what's going on, I learned how